Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you also for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do share it with friends and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of a story. Thank you for your support always. Prime Minister Modi, who is on a visit to coal-bound Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, addressed a public rally in Puducherry on Thursday, 25th February. He said Puducherry's Congress CM was an expert in lifting the slippers of his party leaders. He was referring to an incident where Congress CM V. Narayanaswamy was seen blatantly lying and presenting a gross mistranslation of a woman's complaint to Rahul Gandhi. Speaking after inaugurating a number of projects in the Union Territory, PM Modi took jibes at the Congress senior leader Rahul Gandhi for his remarks on a fisheries ministry in Delhi. I was shocked, he said, on Rahul Gandhi's fisheries ministry remark, adding, Congress leaders come here and say we will make a fisheries ministry for fishermen. Current National Democratic Alliance, which is NDA, government made the ministry in 2019, and the budget allocated for fisheries has grown more than 80% in 2 years, he said. In 2016, Puducherry didn't get a people's government. They got a government that was busy serving the Congress High Command in Delhi. Their priorities were different. Your former CM was an expert in lifting the slippers of his top party leaders, he said, adding that the High Command Congress government in Puducherry made it a point to damage every sector of governance. Traditional mills closed. Local industries was troubled. Congress doesn't believe in working for the people, said Modi. In the Delhi riots charge sheet, police use animation to show how rioters had destroyed CCTV cameras in a 3-kilometer radius as per pre-planned strategy. The police alleged that the systematic way with which rioters moved proves that they know the exact location of the CCTV cameras. It is not possible to vandalize all cameras with such precision without any plan. In a supplementary charge sheet filed in the case of conspiracy behind the anti-Hindu riots in Northeast Delhi last year, Delhi police has used animation to explain the chronology of events and present evidence. The artificial intelligence-aided animation shows how a group of rioters allegedly destroyed the evidence systematically during the violence that erupted in the last week of February 2020. As per the sources, Delhi police obtained and analyzed footage from around 3 dozen CCTV cameras covering the 3-kilometer region around Jafrabad. Police found that a set of rioters who were armed with sticks started from Chandbagh and slowly moved across areas in Mustafabad. They kept vandalizing the CCTV cameras on their way. They retrieved the retrieved footage showed how they changed the direction of some cameras while they broke the others. On some cameras, they put a piece of cloth to cover their tracks. As per the police report, the violence erupted in these areas soon after all the cameras were covered or destroyed. As per Times of India, the movement of rioters was not a random one. They moved systematically. A source said the footage from CCTV camera falling on the route from where the rioting crowd passed were mapped for this exercise. It was not a random movement. They moved forward in a very systematic manner, waiting for the cameras to be made dysfunctional. In the charge sheet, the police alleged that the systematic way with which the rioters moved proves that they know the exact location of the CCTV cameras. And the police said it was not violence that happened at the spur of the moment. Vandalizing cameras at a spot is another thing, but to be aware of every camera across a 3-kilometer radius requires time and planning. A proper recce over days would have made this possible, the police have claimed. So far, Delhi police has filed 3 charge sheets in the case under investigation by the special cell. It includes cases against the alleged key conspirators of the riots, including former AAP councillor Tahir Hussain. former student union leader Umar Khalid, and Sharjeel Imam. In another piece of news, Nirav Modi is to be extradited to India. UK court says, has a case to answer for in India. UK's Westminster Magistrates Court on Thursday has accepted that prima facie a money laundering case has been established against Nirav Modi. In a big setback to fugitive diamantaire Nirav Modi, UK's Westminster Magistrates Court on Thursday ordered extradition of Nirav Modi to India to stand trial in the 2 billion Punjab National Bank scam. Accepting that prima facie a money laundering case has been established, the judge accepted that Modi threatened witnesses and tampered with evidence, observing that if Nirav Modi is extradited, there is no evidence to suggest that he will not receive justice. The judge praised the independence of the Indian judiciary. In another interesting and news that most of us have been waiting for, the Modi government tightens noose on social media giants and intermediaries. What it means is the effects of the provisions and how it could tame the beast. The union government refused to bring censorship for OTT platforms and made provisions for classifying movies and shows for various age groups. Amid the growing demand for controlling content on OTT platforms and social media, the Government of India has come up with guidelines for both of them. On Thursday, the Union Government announced its new guidelines for digital news organizations, social media platforms, and OTT platforms. The guidelines published by the IT Ministry contains comprehensive guidelines for social media platforms, which has been defined as social media intermediaries, which primarily or solely enables online interaction between two or more users and allows them to create, upload, share, disseminate, modify, or access information using its services. The new guidelines say that the intermediaries must publish rules and regulations, privacy policy, and user agreement prominently on their websites. It holds significance given the controversy surrounding privacy and user data at several social media platforms, especially Facebook and WhatsApp. Contents not to be allowed on social media. According to the guidelines, the social media platforms will have to inform the users that they can't publish content belonging to others, defamatory, obscene, pornographic, pedophilic, invasive of another's privacy, insulting or harassing on the basis of gender, libelous, racially or ethnically objectionable. Social media users also can't publish content that is harmful to minors, infringes patent, trademark, etc., violates any law, deceiving or misleading, and impersonates someone else. Users also can't post content that threatens the unity of the country, which contains software virus and is patently false and untrue. Meanwhile, in Deepika Padukone's case, actor Deepika's manager, Karishma Prakash, booked in the drugs case connected to the late Sushant Singh Rajput, made an application before court through her advocate on Wednesday for the NCB to give specifics of the evidence it has against her to charge her with financing illicit trafficking and harboring offenders under the NDPS Act. A stringent charge, it added later, punishment for which can extend from 10 to 20 years of imprisonment. Appearing for Prakash, her advocates Abad Ponda and Ayaz Khan sought that the agency make specific pleadings in writing on the same. The NCB, in its reply to this filed through Special Public Prosecutor Atul Sarpande, said that she is a suspect and not an accused presently, and hence is not entitled to ask details of evidence. It said further that the evidence has been shown to court and that it is satisfied. Advocate Khan said that earlier during an ongoing arguments on Prakash's anticipatory bail plea, the NCB had submitted documents regarding the specific charge to court, but the defense was not given access to it. Actor Deepika's manager, Karishma Prakash, booked in the drugs case connected to late Sushant Singh Rajput case, made the application before court through her advocate on Wednesday. Meanwhile, in the case of Alia Bhatt's movie, Alia Bhatt gets royally trolled soon after unveiling her first look from Gangubai, Kathiawadi. Netizens trolled Alia Bhatt and called her first look from Gangubai Kathiawadi disappointing. The first look of the movie came out yesterday, and well, as the excitement seemed so far, there was nothing that worked out in her favor, and her look was criticized by most netizens, and the audience wanted to see. And not only was the look underwhelming, but it was surely disappointing to see Alia not play anything closer to her age. People said that she looked much younger than the character itself. With a mature character like Gangubai Kathiawadi, a gangster with a pistol under her sleeve, Alia just looks childlike, trying very hard to fit into the mold of a character in the posters released, they said. Unpleasant to the eyes, the overdramatic poster just makes us wonder, why is this so? That's all for now. Thank you, friends, and continue to send me your comments and any suggestions. Good night.